This is the most important XRP Ripple video ever made. Finally, the long-running battle between Ripple and the SEC is ending in our favor. It's not just a story. This knowledge has already been shown to be true. Now is the time for everyone who owns XRP. In the near future, the price of the XRP Ripple coin may go over $600, 0 cents. That's pretty cool, right? This video really amazes me. Let's get to the point without any more nonsense. The crypto world is going crazy because Ripple and the SEC seem to be almost done with their long court case. Recently, both sides asked the court to stop their appeal proceedings at the same time. It could mean that an answer is almost ready. That's not all that's changed. It looks like Ripple and the SEC have agreed to settle, but only until the SEC gives their official okay. This joint filing is a big shift in tone from both sides. The case between Ripple and the SEC has been one of the most watched in the history of crypto law for years. People in the business now think differently about how to classify tokens, enforce laws, and come up with new ideas when they're under a lot of stress. With this move, they're telling the court that they want to put things on hold, not to slow down justice, but to come to an agreement on terms that could end the whole thing. A legal source told me filing the law and crypto be shared it to save face, money on court costs, lawyers' fees. It asks that both the appeal and the cross appeal be put on hold. At this point, no more briefs will be sent in, including Ripple's answer, which was due on April 16th. Everyone has agreed to be open and honest with the SEC and has promised to give an update within 60 days if the judge agrees to the break. Even though things aren't clear right now, make sure that the people and the judges know what to do next. Some well-known and knowledgeable crypto experts have already weighed in. The SEC and Ripple have both filed a motion to end appeals so that the deal can go through. A Phoenix wrote, "Be ready," that shows how many people are in the XRP. I feel like a group right now. Another well-known person, Jack the Rippler, said that the deal is still waiting for commission approval. This means that SEC politics could be the last thing that stops this deal from becoming legal and random. Locked, when Pell said that XRP might become the next Bitcoin, he may have been taking the biggest risk. What he really meant was that XRP might become the next Bitcoin if the legal cloud breaks. If we look back, the SEC's appeal started on October 3rd, and Ripple's cross appeal came a week later. The SEC sent in its opening brief on January 15th, which started months of courtroom maneuvering. Now, instead of getting ready for the next round of cases, both sides are taking a step back and trying to work out their differences for good. If the deal goes through, it will set a standard for how officials handle digital assets and could make it easier for more institutions to use XRP developers. This could be the start of a new era for the crypto business, not just the end of a case. It's been too long since investors and exchanges have had to deal with fear and doubt. Would give them much needed direction. And the fight between Ripple and the SEC has turned into a bigger fight between new ideas and rules. People have one last chance to find a solution that works for everyone. If they can end the legal issues that surround XRP and learn how to work with crypto companies in the future. The clock has started to run out. There might not be any more court cases if the SEC agrees to the terms of the deal. That would be a historic event, but what happens next is what will really matter. XRP may no longer be in danger of being shut down by the government, and it may once again be the market winner. One thing is for sure, it will either become the next Bitcoin or not. Ripple is getting closer than ever to a court win that could Ripple and the SEC may finally be able to shake hands after years of court battles. Things get even more interesting after this. This court win doesn't just end the case, it could also send the price of XRP through the roof. What kind of growth do we mean? Let's just say that some of what experts say will blow your mind. Tweet, what's on your mind? The XRP Dragon didn't hide the fact that the truth is only now starting to show itself to die-hard XRP fans as the fever grew. Steph added a strong message. XRP is about to blow up, but what's the real heat going on with the price goals? Because people are afraid to sell, Crypto V said with confidence that $80, 0 cents is still the plan. Patrick B. David, a businessman and analyst, said that he thinks XRP could hit $1,000, 0 cents per coin soon. Reports say that even Binance thinks XRP could go through 6,005 in 2025. If you think that's crazy, you're not the only one, but the idea is real and spreading quickly. Wallet sent out a tweet that made a lot of noise, adding to the fire. If you invest $1,000, 0 cents in XRP, you might not get rich, but one thing is for sure, XRP will either become the standard for cross-border payments in the future, or it will just be another coin in the fight. People in the neighborhood aren't giving up. One person said that XRP has always been the way. Let's talk about something else. That's the newest business deals that Ripple has made are just as exciting. While everyone has been talking about the case and price predictions, Ripple has been making deals in the background that could change the way the world's money works. This is good news because it means Ripple plans to stay in business for a long time. They are working on a huge project behind the scenes, and I promise you that what comes next will be amazing. Most of the attention has been on Ripple's battle with the SEC in court, but a quieter revolution has been going on that shows how important XRP is becoming in global banking. Things are changing in the story. It's no longer just fights over rules and regulations. It's about adoption in the real world. John Squire wrote that XRP is becoming more popular and it's becoming more and more clear. Recently, one of the most talked about events was the introduction of a new bill in New York that would let the state government accept cryptocurrencies like XRP as payment. This isn't just a show. It's a big step toward making crypto a real part of the public banking system. As soon as states start to accept cryptocurrencies, more people will do the same. Using these assets no longer puts you on the edge. They become a part of it. At the same time, Ripple is making waves around the world. Yoshitaka Kido, the chairman of SBI, has been a supporter of XRP for a long time. He was quoted years ago as saying that all Japanese banks would use XRP by 2025. Today, that prediction has come true. This is real. Japanese banks are now accepting XRP as payment. This shows that Ripple's plans for full integration in the Asia Pacific region are not just words. Maxi wrote that Kidoa, the head of SBI, was right. We are now in the future. However, the rumor that's getting the most attention is one that comes from a crypto friend that Bank of America does all of their business with. It's hard to confirm a claim like this, but we do know that Ripple has worked with Bank of America for years, and that executives at Ripple have hinted at secret pilot programs with big banks. If this happens on a large scale and in public, there could be a huge need for XRP funding. The real power of XRP is in how useful it is. XRP was made so that payments can be made across countries. This isn't like most coins, which are based on guesswork.